We good?
We're ready.
Okay. Well, for us, thought it was a great win, great night. Ton of respect for Pitt. You know, I think if they were, I think it's crazy they're not ranked, you know, with what they've done this season. Obviously, Jeff and I know each other really well, and he's an amazing coach. And, you know, his team, offensively, they made us do some different things we haven't done because they're so explosive. You know, they've been averaging, 84 points a game. And so for us, we end up switching a lot, trying to force one-on-one, although they have really good one-on-one players. And just thought the story tonight was our collective defense. To hold them to 47 points is terrific. And then the job that Cooper, you know, did in the second half. He just is so competitive, and he just brings out a lot of good stuff from his teammates and for our team. And to close the game on an 18-0 run to seal it was big time. So really proud of our team. It's good to be back in person, much better than watching on TV. I'm happy they allowed me to come back. So good win tonight. We need to keep building.
I wanted to ask you about Cooper's big dunk, coast-to-coast play. I think on the play you were motioning with your hands up like you thought there was a foul near midcourt, I guess. Kind of what was your vantage point of as it was unfolding, and could you tell from half court that he was going to try to go to the rim?
Well, I think he and I were both pissed because there's a disagreement on the out-of-bounds call right beforehand, I think is what it was. So I was still focusing on that. He was focusing on next play, which I should have been too. And so I just caught the end of it. And, you know, look, it reminded me of like a Zion kind of play. You know, that's what it reminded me of because of how it sparked Cameron. You know, not me myself, you know, but we've had a few guys through the years to make a couple plays that just spark everybody in the building. And that was one of those moments tonight.
Does Cooper get angry very often? He did seem angry, and that kind of maybe that's.
He does get angry.
Tell me.
He does get angry, but he's so you know, he's loose at the same time. You know, like he loves being in the moment, being in the arena. But he's got an edge to him now. Like that it can go quick, and I think we saw that tonight. He was pissed at himself for the second foul, and then, you know, all of a sudden he picks up his third, and it just got him going. And, you know, look, for me, I know I'm biased or whatever, but if we're not talking about him as, you know, one of the best, if a chance to be the best player in the country, to me, he is the best player. You know, I think he's proven that with who we've played, the competition, the fact he's done it in such a mature way, like he doesn't hunt numbers, you know, and he just puts up numbers because the game comes to him. He plays the game the right way. So I think we need to make sure we're talking about him that way because he's proven it to me. He's got to continue to prove it. But for me, when we step on the floor, we have the best player in the country, and that's a big deal.
John, the switching 1 through 5 with Kaman in the game is something we haven't seen as much of. What was it about this matchup that made you want to do that more of, and what did you see from Kaman when he was matched up on guards?
Well, it's really, I think, speaks to the level of respect we have for Pitt to do something different because it's not like our defense has been broken, but our positional size and versatility, I think, allows us to do some different things. And Kaman, you know, he's a little bit of a unicorn, right? Because you want to keep him at the rim to protect. But we've known from the beginning, like he can move his feet now too. And even if you get by him as a guard, even if you get a step, you still have a 7'2" guy that can move and has timing that's coming to chase after your shot. So I thought he did a great job. I have to go back and watch the film. I'm sure there's a couple times. But that's going to happen to all of us, you know, when you're going against really good guards.
John, to follow up on Connor's point about the switching, Coach Gibble said how disruptive it was throughout the course of the game. It's been huge for you guys tonight against Auburn, some of your biggest wins of the season, but how have you seen that aspect of your defense continue to grow, especially over the last month?
It's grown a lot. Our defense has been good from the outset, but we haven't felt like we've hit our ceiling as far as how good but disruptive we can be. And, you know, a big reason for it, look, is Sion. You know, Sion, it's not a mismatch whoever he's guarding. And when he's guarding the other team's point guard and he's picking up full court the whole game, and then he's typically going to be the guy that switches onto a 5. And it's not really a mismatch. And it's a luxury to have that, and it's a luxury to have a 7'2" guy that can move his feet with guards. And they got us twice in the second half. They did some good stuff, and we got caught on switches. But in order to switch a lot, you have to talk really well. I thought we talked in it, communicated, and then finished with rebounds.
Coach, you called a timeout with 7 or 8 minutes left. Didn't seem like you scored again. What was it? Was it a change in scheme, mentality, effort, execution, all that?
It's a secret. I'm never going to tell you. Yes, I said something amazing, and then no, it was all our guys. We had a good flow going. I didn't sub as much. I wanted to sub and get those guys in. The game kind of got away from us where time just goes. And I just want us to regroup. And Pitt, I never felt comfortable in the game, even though we had a double-digit lead, because they can score quick. And just about regrouping. And our guys have such a togetherness and tough mentality. They just came together and strung stops together, which is what we needed.
Coach, I wanted to ask about Khan's performance today. He had 3 big threes in the first half to kind of help you guys out there, and then played well in the second half too. Could you just speak a little bit about what he brings to the table?
Khan is just a complete player. He's talked about the defense. He guards his position, really well. He really guards at his size, 6'7". He's guarding everybody as well, can move his feet. But I thought they were timely threes, because in the first half I thought we missed some good looks. And, it was just, we couldn't get separation. So I thought his threes were important. And then his playmaking has always been really good for us. It didn't translate with assists tonight, but he just knows how to play the game and make the right play.
John, can we circle back to rebounding a little bit? Plus 15 against a team as big as good as Pitt is pretty impressive. Can you just talk about that a little bit?
Well, we actually don't judge it necessarily based on 41 to 26. It's the percentage of what you're getting is how we judge it. And look, they missed a lot of shots, and so it's important to defensive rebound them. And so, offensive rebounds were equal, but I thought we forced more missed shots and we got them. So that's going to be the key. But I thought we did a good job. A couple went over our heads. We lost a couple, but for the most part, I thought we did a great job of just collectively being in there to rebound. And Sion had some big ones in the first half too.
Last question here.
John, you mentioned yesterday how getting to watch the game from home was a different perspective that you found valuable. Did that change your approach to today's game at all? Were there any moment that you felt not in the fifth dimension, but maybe had a different perspective after experiencing the other day?
One, I know I said it yesterday, but just I was so proud of Saturday, and I think you feel just a strong responsibility, whether you're there or not, with how it goes. And to see our coaches, to see Chris just step up to the plate, and it was seamless. Like, he did an amazing job, our staff collectively, and then obviously our players. And so for me, we better keep this thing going when I come back. Otherwise, it was more just back at it, business as usual. And it was just an excitement though, because on Saturday I was watching with my wife, and I don't know if she likes, I don't think that was fun for her. I don't know. Was it fun? She also felt like she was in the fifth dimension. And we, I just told her, you can lose sight quickly of just how lucky you are, and to be out here with our fans and in this team. And so I don't want to miss another moment, with these guys. So I had a moment of appreciation today before going out. And then, normal feelings against playing Pitt. They're scary, because of their offense. So it's just about all the rest of the preparation. So also it's an honor to share this with Jeff, because this is a meaningful cause for him and his family. And when he was here at Duke, he went through his father passing at the time. And so as long as we can do this together, we will. And I'm gonna stop talking now. All right, just thank you guys. Okay.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. Thanks.